Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hollywood, and today is the first trilogy showdown I have ever done, and it is between the original Indiana Jones trilogy and the Back to the Future trilogy. You guys are about to find out which trilogy I like more between these two. Now, before I give you my pick, feel free to share your pick down below in the comments between these two trilogies. And also, today is 86 of my 100-day posting streak goal. So in 2 weeks, assuming I make it through my 100 days, I will do my top 100 favorite characters on a live stream. So I will just try to make sure I have a 2-3 hour block. So I will let you guys know the schedule and what time it starts, hopefully by the end of a week. Anyways, let's begin. So, let's just start by analyzing both trilogies. So Raiders of the Lost Ark, I'm just going to say like the original Indiana Jones trilogy because I feel like I don't even need to summarize it. It's just about someone who just goes on adventures, always has to get their way out, and by the end, they learn a little bit more than just going on adventures. That's kind of a way to just describe the whole trilogy for Indiana Jones. And in Back to the Future, someone who wants to go back to 1955 when their parents were in high school, and then they make it out, and then they get greedy and want to go to 2015 in Back to the Future 2, and then they kind of have to take a 2 movies to get back home. So that's the trilogies in a nutshell. So anyways, let's just actually just start with the logical thing. Just go movie by movie, just first movie, second movie, and third movie. I'm gonna do third movie and second movie first. For Back to the Future versus Indiana Jones trilogy, for the third movie, it's gonna easily go to Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade is the perfect end. It probably should have been the end to the Indiana Jones franchise, but they kept going for 2 more movies. But yeah, the end where they just rode off in the sunsets was a beautiful ending. And Back to the Future 3 I still think is a really good movie, and it is my least favorite of the trilogy, but still a satisfying conclusion, but I would give it to Indiana Jones. Now, for second movies, this is easy. Back to the Future 2, Rex, Temple of Doom, quite frankly. Temple of Doom is actually probably my least favorite of the 6. Still not a terrible movie, still has its moments. But yeah, definitely the weakest of these 6, kind of by a landslide. It is actually my least favorite of the Indiana Jones movies. So, second movie goes to Back to the Future. And first movie is where I really struggle, because it's one of those things where if you ask me tomorrow, I could easily change my mind. However, at this moment in time, I actually think I like the first Back to the Future slightly more than Raiders of the Lost Ark. So, Back to the Future wins in terms of just movie by movie. And if I just had to rank these 6 movies, which is kind of the other test, it would go in order. And this is kind of tricky, but I think I would actually go Back to the Future 2. Yes, on second thought, I think I like it the most of these. And then Last Crusade, then the first Back to the Future, then Raiders, which might seem low to put at 4, but it is still awesome. These 4 are just like elite movies. And then probably Back to the Future 3, and then Temple of Doom. So even if we're just going to go by that, Back to the Future would easily kind of wipe the board against Indiana Jones, just not just in terms of the franchise, but just in terms of a trilogy. Well, in terms of franchise, I'd probably go with Indiana Jones because, not gonna lie, I feel like the 5th and 4th kind of bring it up actually a bit. And also because there's more movies, so it's like if I was going to go on a road trip, I would easily pick the Indiana Jones franchise. But this isn't about that. This is about just if Indiana Jones were a trilogy, and Back to the Future obviously is a trilogy, so yeah. Now at this point, it's kind of clear which trilogy is one, and if I just have to go by which lead character do I like more, I will give it to Indiana Jones on that one. I still love Marty McFly. Who doesn't? But Indiana Jones is just one of the coolest characters ever. which trilogy did I feel more satisfied at the end, I would also go with Indiana Jones. However, just on the consistent nature, I mean, you gotta go Back to the Future for consistent nature. So, after a long, tough battle, I mean, as much as I love the Indiana Jones trilogy, Back to the Future trilogy does win against the Indiana Jones trilogy. Now, I still adore the Indiana Jones trilogy. However, Back to the Future trilogy comes in at number 1 between the two of these. Now, thanks for watching. Feel free to share your pick down below in the comments. And I cannot wait to do more of these showdowns. Now, thanks for watching, and peace out.